And I do thank you guys if you guys are watching, okay? I know some people, they don't watch or whatever. That's no biggie. Who cares? Whatever. I'm not going to cry over it, but it's a blessing, right? Maybe I can play this in a seminar one day. I could probably look back. Hey, in the seminar, how are you guys, right? And I know it may sound silly, but who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But that's what I want to talk about right there when it came to, your purpose, right? Purpose is only found in Christ. And then also, like, right when it comes to my notes, again, I'm just very grateful, very thankful every single day, when it comes to God. Again, the first thing I do when I wake up, when I pray, is I thank God for allowing me to wake up, me, my friends, and my family, right? Again, it's a huge blessing. Some people don't get to do that tomorrow or this morning. They didn't wake up this morning. It's a huge, huge blessing just to wake up and see the world that God has created, with the colors in our eyes. Some people colorblind, some people don't see colors. It's a huge blessing to do that. It's a huge blessing to invent different things. It's a huge blessing for us to create different things that God created us for, right? He created us to create things. That's what I believe, right? That's what Myron Golden teaches. That's what I believe too. God's our creator. We are to be like our creator, to create things. And personally, I feel like when I'm not creating things, I don't feel the happiest. I don't feel anything at all. Like, I feel great. I feel happy. I feel motivated. I feel blessed to actually do what I love to do, and that's to create, let's say, a new Instagram, to create a new page, to create posts, to create a video content for you guys, for myself, for this business, just so that way I'm honoring God, right? Like, it feels good to do these different things because I know that brings me joy, and I believe that, at least the Bible verse where Jesus says, the Bible says, the Lord adds unto him riches without any sorrow. And I believe maybe this could be like my verses right here, man. Just literally just filming, creating content. Like, I feel rich in this. Like, even though I'm making no money right now, I'm still going for that. Like, I still see the vision later on, okay? And like, I still feel good. I still feel great about it, right? Like, at the end of the day, this is this is just amazing, Again, like, I just feel like it's a huge blessing just to wake up. Look, I'm in my room free, right? No one's here right now in my house, but it's a huge blessing just to have a house. And I know I'm going on a tangent right now, but it is a huge blessing, honestly. And it was just like that. Again, I was touching on briefly. It's just like that one conversation I had with my friend last night. Like, it really hit me that, wow. It mostly hit me just talking about him. It's like, at that age that he is right now, we're both in our 20s, and it's crazy what he accomplished within these past couple of years. I remember he told me, he was like, I started off as this, and he started to invest, and then look where he's at right now. Right, his company's big. He's doing great for himself. There's still more to come. He's still learning. He's still growing. He's growing his relationship with Christ. He's growing in fellowship and friendship. It's a huge blessing, honestly, man. And I just want to touch on that really, really, really quickly. That's the moment I realized, like, hey, I also have this too. It's a blessing to have this wisdom, this knowledge, just to be talking to him, just to wake up every single day with a purpose, with a drive, and also to work with a job. Now he's got a job, and that's a blessing. Now I'm looking for a job, right? And it's just a blessing just to have just to have a job. It really is a true blessing, and I thank God for it. I really, really do thank God for it. Whoa. Sometimes we're focused on what we don't have, and that's more followers, more money, more success, that we overlook the foundation God already built under us, right? Again, when it comes to, let's say, you want to build a business, and your parents are mom and pop business owners. You're like, oh, it's just another boring business or whatever. My friend, that's literally something you have access to. A lot of people don't have that. I was talking to my friend one time. People would kill for that position, okay? People would kill for the position that other people are in, okay? And it's for a reason. It's not because they want to. It's because that's a great position they have. And some people who have that opportunity don't really see that as an opportunity. They look at it as something as normal. That's a huge opportunity. Okay, and for myself, like let's say, let's just say, I had a sister and her mom literally owns a small salon shop or whatever, and she wants to start business, and I want to start business as well. I would kill for her position because she literally has access to a business owner, a real life business owner who knows everything when it comes to getting clients, taxes, having the building, getting loans, stuff like that. That's a huge blessing, versus someone who doesn't know that, right? Let's say I didn't know that. Now I know because it took me trial and error. She has what's right in front of her. Let's say it takes me 2 years just to find the same knowledge. She has access to that knowledge 24/7, and she also has access to her mother 24/7, right? And that's a huge blessing right there. What will take me 2 years will take her maybe like a couple months to learn. You see, that's a huge blessing right there. And again, like these are the things that God gives us. He gives it to us for a reason. And I believe a lot of people overlook the blessing that they have right in front of them. I really do think, and I just stuttered, whatever. But just to have that knowledge and awareness and that hunger to grow, that's really the gift most people don't even touch, right? So again, some people, like, thank God, again, Christ saved me when I was very young, at 16 years old. And I thank him, right? I thank him profusely. I really, really do thank him a lot. But when it comes to that, just having that ambition, just having that drive, just to strive for something else, something better. Because I know for myself, again, I was talking to my friend about this last night, just to have that realization that there is more to life than just to work, come home, work, eat. The cycle starts over and over and over again. Eat, sleep, work, repeat, right? You guys probably heard that before. There's more to life than just that. True purpose and meaning comes from Jesus Christ himself, okay? And like, again, just thinking about it right now is just a huge blessing, honestly. And like, just to have that awareness at this young age is super, super, super great. And every single day I wake up, motivated to get out of here. I remember when I was working my 9 to 5 a long time ago, my schedule was 6 to 1. Very great schedule. Really wish I had that right now, but it's okay, right? I'm not gonna complain. But just having that work schedule, that work-life balance at 6 to 1 is amazing. Some people wake up, and I know for myself, when I woke up from my 9 to 5 job, I felt tired in the morning time. I would get barely any sleep, 4 or 5 hours, maybe 3 hours of sleep, whatever the case may be, a couple hours of sleep. Then I would work a full shift, and then I would feel dead at the end of the day. But there's more to life than just doing that. And when I realized that, that's when it finally clicked that, hey, I gotta do something else here. And I believe it was business, because I personally believe business runs in my blood. My grandfather was a business owner, and so was my uncle. So am I. Look, right? And it's truly amazing. It is truly, truly amazing to see, that in the bloodline, right? But also, some people don't realize that, hey, there is more to life. At this young age, at 22, when I was starting my entrepreneurship journey, I was like 20, like 20 years old, like right around there. So I've been entrepreneurship for about 2 years now. And honestly, I thank God that he showed me the way, right? Is it almost like a year ago? Crap. No, I think almost 2 years ago. Holy cow. Dude, I don't even remember. But, or a year and a half ago, whatever the case may be. But long story short, I think it's a blessing, 100%, that I do have this realization at this very young age that there is more to life than just work, eat, sleep, work, and repeat, right? Sound like a broken record, but I do truly think 100% and believe that with my whole heart, that there is more to life than just doing that crap, okay? And God will give you that purpose. I believe he'll give you the ambition, the dream, the drive to wake up, to strive for more. Because like I said yesterday, in yesterday's video, we were made to be better than yesterday, to be better than today, to always strive for more, to always do more, be better more, because that's what motivates us, right? We're creators at the end of the day. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I just feel like, whoa, But whenever it comes to that, I do truly think that some people don't wake up to this realization that there is more to life than just 9 to 5. I feel like some people don't wake up to that realization until they're 40, 50, 60 years old. Again, just to have it at this young age is a huge blessing. All right. Well, And I truly do think that God saved me from certain paths, from certain people, so that way I can walk in my purpose with a clear vision. And I know sometimes, whenever it comes to entrepreneurship, I know Alex Hormozy talked about this. If people are causing you to not focus on your business, not causing you to focus on the things you need to focus on, cut them out. Throw out distraction, right? At the end of the day, there's no need for those people at all, whether it be your close friends, family. Dude, I don't even talk to half my high school friends at all. I'm only in contact with like a handful of them. I can probably count them on my hand. Okay, maybe two hands if I'm lucky. But whenever it comes to that, cut people off. And I don't even talk to my family, most of my family at all. I'm just, again, I count on my hands, maybe two hands if I'm lucky. But I don't talk to them at all. And I do think it's a blessing that God removed some people from my life because they weren't good for me, right? He saw something that I couldn't. You guys probably heard that as well. God saw something you couldn't, so he removed those people away from your life for a reason, okay? And whenever it comes to that, I do thank God because I literally could be with them, smoking, drinking, being a glutton. But God saved me at a very young age for a reason. So that way I have a purpose to focus on. And one of the questions that I want to ask God is, God, why did you choose me? Out of anybody in the world, out of anybody in my family, why did you choose me in order for me to go down this path, right? My grandfather was chosen for business because I guess he loved it, right? And my uncle too. I guess he loved it too. That's why he chose it. And I believe God chose me for business as well because because God saw something inside of me that I couldn't see inside of myself, right? And I truly do believe that with my whole heart, right? That God sees things that we can't see. That's why he, takes away certain people. That's why he has us in the valley of shadow of death for a reason, to make us wake up and realize, hey, listen, you need me, number one, but number two, there's more to life than just you doing the ordinary, than from you, just working a 9 to 5 job. There's more to life than this. And I feel like that's what God was talking to me about, right? And again, he saw something I couldn't see. Right now, again, like I told you guys, I could be a glutton, I could be sinning, I could be drinking, smoking, whatever the case may be, with my worldly friends. But thank God I'm not. Thank God God saved me from myself, saved me from all that crap. I really do, truly do thank him. Yeah, I really, really do. It's crazy how older people, 30, 40, and 50 years old, they wish that they had this awareness. I thank God again that he gave this to me, this awareness, to realize that there's more to life than just work. I believe it's not an evil thing to want greater, right? I don't think it's a bad thing to have a nice car, a nice house, a nice family, to have a great business that's cash flowing you every single month. I think those are amazing things. And I think some people, they look at that and, hey, that's evil because, you want money, right? Money can't solve everything, of course, but money is a tool that's need to be used in order for you to support your life, to support what you want to do, right? You say I don't do, like you say I don't like money, yet you're working a job every single day to pay the bills. I don't like money, but yet you're willing to work for somebody else in order to be a slave to them for the next how many years? 30, 40 years, 50 years until you retire? You say you don't like money, yet you borrow so much from your credit cards just to buy something stupid. iPad, computer, laptop, purse, house, whatever the case may be. You say you don't like money, but clearly you're serving money, right? You're always paying somebody else. You're always paying Uncle Sam versus paying yourself first. And it's truly sad, honestly. I think it's a clip right there. That sounded pretty cool. Pretty cool. And sometimes I take that for granted until I slow down and realize, yo, this is grace, right? God showed me grace. He showed me mercy. He showed me favor. And this is a huge blessing that I have at this young age. It truly is a blessing. And I know I'm going on a tangent right now, but I do truly think this is a huge blessing. It's a huge blessing at a young age that I can't stress enough. Again, I know some people who are very young, my age, right around my age, a little younger, a little older. They don't know what they want. They're just aimlessly wandering this world. What's my purpose? Like I'm going to college for the next 40 years and I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know if I want to drop out or not. I don't know if I want to pursue this career. I don't know if I want to do this or that because my parents forced me to. Okay, and it's kind of sad to see that a lot of parents are forcing their kids to do things that they don't want to do. And thank God my parents gave me that choice to do whatever I want. Of course, they wanted me to go to college to better myself, but I didn't want to be in the debt. I didn't want to be sad, stuck, and depressed in school because I'm not good at school. And I think that's why God chose me to be an entrepreneur because I wasn't good at school. He knew something I didn't know, and He knew that I wouldn't do good in school, but that I would do good in the real world, in the business world, because some people have that skill set of education. Some people it takes some people they have street knowledge, and some people have education knowledge, right? They have school knowledge, but they don't have real world examples like the street knowledge, right? And I believe I have that because God showed me different ways of how to handle situations that some people may not know how to handle, right? And that's a huge blessing in and of itself right there. And that is a huge blessing right there, dude, you know? And it really is a huge blessing right there, and I think that's something that a lot of people overlook. Did I say that right? Dude, I don't even know. Whatever. Da-da-da-da. Okay. When it comes to business, the mindset, the discipline, the drive, that's not something you just pick up. Right. And I'm still trying to learn that question myself. Maybe one more time. Even when it comes to business, the mindset, the discipline, and the drive, that's not something you just pick up. What does that mean? Yeah, right. You know, it's not something that you pick up automatically. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take effort. It's gonna take however long it's gonna take. It could take you 6 months, 6 years, 10 years, 3 decades, whatever the case may be. I believe that you're gonna learn what you're gonna learn, and it's gonna take as long as it needs to take. And I think people definitely need to be okay with that, and myself included. A lot of entrepreneurs see people online. You know, they see these day traders. They see these people who do e-commerce. They think, oh, you know, it could happen for them 8 months. It's gonna take me 8 months. And when it doesn't happen in 8 months, they get sad and depressed and they quit overall, and they're stuck back again with their 9 to 5, or they're just stuck in poverty, or they're just stuck in their own ways, and they have no clue what to do next, right? And I love what Myron Golden said. It's, you know, just because, you know, it's not working right now doesn't mean it's not working. It's working on you, right? So that way later on, you can become the person you need to become. Okay, and I think that's pretty good. And I think when you realize you've been blessed with the tools early and you stop rushing and you start building, right? It's like right now, I was watching, or yesterday, I believe it was last night, I was watching Alex Hormozy, and he said it's a huge blessing, or somebody I was watching, like, it's a huge blessing to see that, you know, social media, you can reach thousands and millions and billions upon people just to tell them about your story, your business, your product, and they'll buy from you. That's a huge blessing right there. That's a huge tool right now. That's a tool that I'm using right now. Okay? We have some people in the Telegram, great. Let's just say I didn't do that, but I added social media. Boom. Now I have access to practically the whole entire world at my fingertips. You know how crazy that is? That's, my goodness. That comes to door knocking, right? Door knocking just to get sales versus posting on social media to get more sales. There are strangers who will literally buy from you on social media just because they like you, they like your business, they love what you do, they love what you stand for. That's a huge blessing. That's a lot, and that's a tool I think people overlook a lot, especially business owners. You know, they don't utilize social media. Why, I don't know, beats me. But hey, listen, it's a huge blessing, right? It really is. And because you see that everything you're doing now, even the small moves, is preparation for something bigger, right? I love to think of it as a snowball effect. The skill sets, again, I love to compare it to, let's just say, Jeff Bezos. My goal is to make $1 million, and I never made $1 million before. And I go to Jeff Bezos. I'm like, hey Jeff, how do you make this $1 million? He shows me how to do it. Okay, Jose, you need step 1, 2, and 3. He knows what to do already because he's been seasoned already. He knows exactly what he needs to do. he's had that skill set before. I never had it before, and let's say it's taken him 20 years in order for him to learn that. And for me, it may take the same amount, a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. Who knows, right? And every single day, I'm learning and I'm growing. Maybe 1% better, right? You guys heard before. Become 1% better every single day, right? And excuse me. When it comes to that, becoming 1% better, I do truly think that, when it comes to that, the skill sets that you're acquiring will lead ultimately to a big goal. It's just like building a rocket ship, right? Or a puzzle, I should say, even better, right? One piece at a time builds the whole entire thing, right? And, I feel super tired right now, whatever. I'm gonna keep going, but yeah, it's just gonna take as long as it needs to take, and these little skill sets, everything adds up. Communications, sales, marketing, cold calling, warm leads, so on and so forth. All these different skills you're gonna need so that way you can make that $1,000,000, right? And with that being said, it's already been 21 minutes and 12 seconds, and it's 1:46. Gotta pick my father in a few, but yeah, peace. God bless.